Have you ever told yourself or someone told you that you are indecisive? Many of you don't really have decision-making problems, but you may have self-trust issues. For example, you will always tell yourself, I need more information. I need to do more research. I need to ask more people's advices. I need to write down all the pros and cons. I need to think for another few more days, and then the few more days become few more months, and sometimes it can lead to a year or even longer. So one of the issues behind making decision, even just a small decision, the fear is not what if I choose wrong, but it's more about what will I do to myself if it went wrong. This can stem from your past experiences, the fear of being judged, not just by others, but also by yourself. The self-critic inside you, you may sometimes say, why I make such decision or why I said such things. You may learn to doubt about your decision in your childhood and your past experiences. Maybe you make some choices before that being questioned by a lot of people. Or maybe you like something and people told you it's impractical. Maybe when you felt uncomfortable around someone and people told you you're overreacting. You wanted to say no, but you were reminded to be polite. After enough of those moments, you stop asking yourself what felt true and started asking what would be accepted. And this is what I often see, that people are making decisions not for themselves but for others. If I make this decision, will I be seen as someone who is more capable, more successful, more mature, more wise? Imagine that a lot of time we are making decisions for others. Let's say your friends, they come to you, ask for your advice, and you will have all these advices to give to your friends. What should they do or what shouldn't they do? But when come back to yourself, it somehow feels like you don't know how to advise yourself. The real issue is you cannot trust yourself. When you can advise your friends what to do, why it feels easier? Because you are not the one who is taking the responsibility for that decision. You knew that when you advise them what to do, it is their responsibility. So it will feel much easier to make decisions for others. But when come to yourself, you knew if I make a decision, I will have to take responsibility for myself. I have an episode talking about why you can't trust your inner voice. I will put the link in the description below and you can go and watch that. If you are aware enough, there's some situations, relationships, or opportunity is not right for you, yet you keep waiting for something worse to happen, to feel justified, to feel ready to make that decision. You are actually waiting for the outside to make decision for you. Sometimes you wait until that person disappoints you again. The job becomes unbearable, or your body is exhausted, or the business is declining, or the clients don't align with your value. The circumstances left you no choice, and you have to force yourself to make decision. Imagine if every time you have to wait the outer world to help you make the decision, that decision can become so painful when you wait until that happens. Most of the time, you already have the answer inside you before the worst case scenario show up in your reality. It is something inside you that you keep telling yourself, maybe that situation will change. I'm not saying the situation will not change. It can also change. But when you have that inner voice keep showing up telling you something is wrong, have you ever really paused and asked yourself and listened to that inner voice? We have this inner knowing. It's like a compass that guiding us in every step in our life journey. If something has been keep showing up to your consciousness, it's like the voice keep bugging you to make decision, okay, to quit that job, to leave that relationship, or to do something, and you keep ignoring it until the worst case scenario happens. And then you realize, I should have done this earlier. Comment below and let me know if you have experienced this. I've seen this so often in my clients, my friends, and even myself have experienced that before. The self-trust does not come from making the right decision or making that perfect decision. Nobody can promise that. Nobody can tell you if that decision is right or wrong. But it comes from knowing that you will be okay. You will stay on your own side. Even the result is not what you hope for, but you still choose to trust the process. Trust yourself. It's not about making the perfect decision. It's about being fine, making that imperfect decision. And that is the growth. That is how you learn from every decision you made. When you look back, you will say, I chose from what I knew at that time. If the outcome didn't go as you expected, then you can look back and tell yourself, ask yourself, what did I learn from this? It's about gathering information from your own experience, and you chose from what you knew at that time. When you can admit that and see, what will I make different decision right now? This is how you can keep growing and keep becoming the better version of you, who can hold more, who can trust yourself more, and to create, attract more in your life. There's a famous quote that I really like is, a ship in harbor is safe, but that is not what ships are built for. That is exactly like our life. It is safe to ask people to tell us how to make decisions, but that's not life is built for. Think about how different your decisions will feel if you knew you would not criticize yourself afterward. If you knew that you are supposed to make that decision because there's some lessons for you to learn. It is knowing that one mistake should not become a reason to criticize or devalue yourself. You can still ask for advice. You gather the information to help you see something that you don't see. But you will still have to ask yourself, what do I truly feel inside? The answer within you will never fail you. When you start doing this, your answer will feel uncomfortable because you're not used to do so. A no can feel uncomfortable when you used to say yes often. A yes can also feel uncomfortable when something you truly desire make you feel guilty. Leaving can feel uncomfortable even when staying has been hurting you. But the discomfort does not always mean the decision is wrong. Instead, it often means that you are ready to step outside of your comfort zone, that you are no longer abandon yourself in the same familiar way. We are making decisions every single day. Even a small decision can lead to a big shift in your life. A yes to an opportunity, a yes to leave your job, a yes to leave a relationship, a yes to trust yourself. All these decisions can lead to a huge life-changing event. And the important part is how much you trust yourself of making that decision without criticizing yourself, without the fear of regret, the fear of making a mistake, fear of being wrong. Instead, you learn along the way. You learn the lessons. Even the result, the outcome, is not what you hope for, but I want you to trust. There's always something behind the scene that we cannot see. There's a bigger plan, a bigger picture that the universe has planned for us. You can only connect to the dots when looking backward. And it's so true. When I look back in my life, the decisions that I've made wasn't always as I expected. And I would tell myself, what did I learn from this journey? And it's always after some time when I look back, those decisions made complete sense. Although I couldn't understand at that time. It can feel so uncomfortable. It can feel so stressful. There's also the beauty of life. Life never stops teaching, and we never stop learning. So trust yourself. When a decision is made, don't go back to criticize yourself. doubt yourself. Treat making decisions as a growth journey, a learning journey, a discovering journey for yourself to create a better life. Self-trust is a muscle. You will need to keep making decisions. And that's where when you build the muscles, when you teach your subconscious mind, I can trust myself. I am safe regardless of what decision I make. So here are a few mirror questions I want you to ask yourself. Are you truly missing information, or are you trying to avoid what you may feel afterward? Are you afraid of the outcome, or are you afraid that you will regret if the outcome is not perfect, if the outcome is not what you expected? And can you make this decision while still staying on your own side? Still trust that regardless of the outcome, I know it's always for my highest good. You will not know every answer before you move, but that's where the growth lies. You cannot remove every risk, guarantee every outcome, or make every person understand your choice. There's no such thing as perfect decision. There's no such thing as being ready, but it has to be honest enough for you, who is the one who live with it. Answer all these questions next time when you make decision. Meantime, I want to invite you to check out my digital workbook, Shift Your Identity from the Inside Out. I created this workbook to help you go deeper to see what is the subconscious identity that you are playing right now that creates your current reality and your circumstances or even challenges in your life. It's also going to show you how you can shift this identity. There's a lot of exercise inside this workbook to help you see yourself from the perspective that you've never seen in you. I will put the link in the description below and check it out. Remember, when your inner world shifts, your outer world must follow. Thank you for tuning in, everyone, and welcome home. I will see you in my next episode.